Hello students, I hope you all are fit and fine and doing very well in your studies. Dear students, let's start our today's science class, and today we are going to learn about structure of flower. We will also learn the functions of different parts of flower. So let's start our today's science class.
So students, let's proceed once again chapter number 7, that is getting to know plants. And our today's topic is structure of flower. Dear students, in last video also we had already discussed about the structure of flower. We had already learned about the main parts of a flower. Today we are going to learn about the different functions of the main part of flower. So let's proceed our topic, that is structure of flower. So let's start our today's class. So students, let's learn our today's topic, that is structure of a flower. You know that flower is the most beautiful part of a plant. Flowers are of different sizes, shapes, color and fragrance. The main parts of a flower are pedicel and thalamus, sepals, petals, stamens and pistil. So let's learn about them one by one. So first we will start from pedicel and thalamus. The flower is joined to the stem through a stalk called pedicel. The uppermost, wider part of pedicel is called thalamus. The different parts of flower are arranged in ring or whorls on the top of the thalamus. What is whorl? So, whorl means a circular arrangement or anything shaped like a coil. Next we have sepals. Sepals, collectively known as calyx. The outermost green leafy whorl in a flower is called calyx or sepal. Sepals protect the flower at the bud stage. Sepals are the most important part in an open flower. So why they are most important part in an open flower? Because sepals protect the flower at the bud stage. So it means that the outermost whorl of green leaf-like structure is called sepals. And what is pedicel? I hope you remember a flower has stalk called pedicel. So these terms are very important. Remember all these terms. Next to sepals we have petals. So petals, the leaf-like colored whorl next to the sepals is called petal. The petals are collectively called corolla. The bright color and fragrance of the petals attract insects that help plant in reproduction. Different flowers have petals of different colors. So I already explained you that flower is the reproductive part of a plant. It means that petals, which is collectively known as corolla, is generally bright colored, scented and surrounds the inner part of the flower. Now, in the center of the flower rises a flask-shaped structure called the pistil. Its base is called the ovary. The short tube-like upper part of the style and above it is the stigma. So students, let's learn about stamen. The stamen is the pollen producing male reproductive organ of a flower. So stamens or androecium are many little stalks with solen tops around the center of a flower. You can see the structure of stamen in the structure of flower. So they are nothing but they are a little stalks with solen top around the center of the flower. The stamens are the male reproductive part of the flower. Each stamen consists of a thin green stalk called filament with a bag-like top called anther. Anther consists fine dust-like particles called pollen grains, and these pollen grains take part in reproduction. तो आप देख सकते हैं स्टेमन इट इज़ डिवाइडेड इनटू टू पार्ट, और ये कौन कौन से पार्ट हैं, एक फिलामेंट है और दूसरा एंथर है. नाउ जो एंथर है वो कंसिस्ट करता है क्या, फाइन डस्ट लाइक पार्टिकल, और उस फाइन डस्ट लाइक पार्टिकल को हम क्या कहते हैं, pollen grains. And these pollen grains, they take part in reproduction. So let's see that parts of stamen. So part of stamen we have anther, the part of the stamen where pollen is produced, that is known as anther. And what is filament? The filament is a stalk that connects to the anther. It means that the filament is a stalk that connects to the anther. So students, I hope it is clear to you that stamens are the male reproductive part of a flower. Each stamen has two parts, a filament and anther. The anther produces a powdery substance called pollen. A filament is thin stalk and anther is a knob-like structure of a male reproductive organ. A stigma is a top portion of the female reproductive organ, and style is a stalk that connects ovary and stigma. So I hope this is also clear to you. Now let's learn about pistil. So pistil, carpel or gynoecium. The innermost flask-like structure of a flower is called pistil or gynoecium. Pistil is the female part of the flower. The lower, broader portion of the pistil is called ovary. The narrow upper portion of the pistil is called the style. The sticky end at the top of the style is called stigma. The stigma receives the pollen grain from the anther. The transfer of pollen grain from anther of a stamen to the stigma of the pistil is called pollination. Okay, so let's learn about the different parts of a pistil. So parts of a pistil. So pistil, it consists of style, stigma and ovary. Style. It is a long slender stalk that connects the stigma and the ovary. Stigma. It is a sticky platform at the top of the style where pollen is deposited. Ovary. The enlarged basal portion of the pistil where ovules are produced. So it means that ovules are produced inside the ovary. So carpel is the female reproductive part of the flower. It has three parts: stigma, style and ovary. The ovary contains tiny ball-like structure called ovules, which later becomes seed. So it is clear to you that a stigma is a top portion of the female reproductive organ, and style is the stalk that connects ovary and stigma. So now student, let's learn about pollination. Pollination is very important because for a flower to develop into a fruit and form seeds, pollen grains must be transferred from the anther to the stigma of either the same flower or of another flower of the same kind by wind, water or insect. This transfer of pollen grains from an anther to the stigma is called as pollination. When the pollen lands on a stigma of the same flower, this is called self-pollination. When pollen lands on a stigma of another flower, this is called cross-pollination. Now, I already explained you that the stigma receives the pollen grains from the anther. The transfer of pollen grains from the anther of a stamen to the stigma of a pistil is called pollination. तो पॉलिनेशन क्या है? इट मीन्स दैट जब पॉलन ग्रेन्स होते हैं उनका ट्रांसफ़र होता है. कैसे? फ्रॉम एंथर ऑफ अ स्टेमन टू द स्टिग्मा ऑफ द पिस्टल इज कॉल्ड पॉलिनेशन. अब पॉलिनेशन होता कैसे है? सो पॉलिनेशन इट इज़ टेक प्लेस बाय इंसेक्ट्स, बाय विंड. सो इन दिस वे pollen grains are transferred from anther of a stamen to the stigma of the pistil, and this transfer of pollen grain is known as pollination. Pollination is done by wind, water or insect. So a transfer of pollen grain from an anther to stigma is called pollination. So anther is what? Anther is a part of stamen, and stamen is the male reproductive organ of flower, and stigma is the part of carpel or pistil, which is female reproductive part of flower. So I hope pollination is clear to you. So students, pollination इज़ क्लियर टू यू, मतलब कि पॉलिनेशन का जो मीनिंग है वो तो अब आप लोगों को क्लियर ही हो गया है कि पॉलिनेशन का मतलब होता है ट्रांसफ़र ऑफ पॉलन ग्रेन्स फ्रॉम द एंथर टू द स्टिग्मा. अब पॉलिनेशन के बाद क्या होता है? सो आफ्टर पॉलिनेशन द ओवरी स्वेल्स अप एंड चेंजेस इनटू फ्रूट एंड द ओव्यूल चेंजेस इनटू सीड्स. तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि पॉलिनेशन के बाद जो ओव्यूल्स होते हैं वो सीड में कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं, एंड द मैच्योर्ड ओवरी फॉर्म्स द फ्रूट. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, you can see in the picture also how ovules are converted into seed and matured ovary forms the fruit. So I hope this is clear to you. So students, we have already completed structure of flower. Now it is a time to learn about functions of flower. So student, now it is clear to you that flower is the reproductive part of the plant. Some scented flowers like rose, jasmine, lavender, etc. are used to make perfumes or scents. तो परफ्यूम और सेंट्स का यूज़ तो हम अपनी डेली लाइफ में करते हैं. So scented flowers, they are used for making perfumes. Some flowers like clove का मतलब लौंग होता है, आप लोगों को पता ही है, and crocus means saffron, केसर. So some flowers like clove and crocus are used as spices or have medicinal uses. So flowers, they have medicinal uses also, and flowers are also used to decorate our houses on special occasions or festivals. तो फेस्टिवल हो या फिर स्पेशल ओकेजन्स पे भी हम अपने घर को फूलों से सजाते हैं. So all these are the uses of flower. So I hope these functions of flower is also clear to you. So student, that's all for today's class, and we have already completed chapter number 7. Now you have to solve all the question and answers which is given in your book. If you have any doubt regarding any topic, you can call me or you can just write in class group also. So main thing is that keep on smiling, complete your work, and keep yourself free from infection also. So that's all for today's class. Thanks for watching this video.